one of them situations where it's like, especially if you grow up poor, right? If you don't understand what it means to worry about where your next meal is coming from or whether or not your lights are going to be on, if you've never truly lived like that, you don't understand what kind of fire that will put you in and put into you. And if you see an opportunity to make sure your children never have to experience that, you will fight tooth and nail to do that. And sometimes kids don't always understand why daddy's working so hard, or why do we have to, like in the because we're talking about Michael Jackson and Jackson 5, right? Why are we doing this? Why are we having to practice all the time? I don't want to practice. I want to go outside. I want to go play with my friends. Well, trust me, you'll understand. It's one of the things you don't understand it now, but once the talent that I see inside of you comes out and the rest of the world sees it too, you'll never have to work a day again. I never truly have to work again a day in your life. You'll get to a point where you'll have so much success that you'll never have to worry about, if something happens, you'll never have to worry about anything ever again. And that's a feeling that any parent would gladly give to their child, especially if you're somebody who has grown up like dirt poor. If you see an opportunity to do that, you will go everything after it. And like I said, it's like the guys that their parents, Serena Williams, would she say her dad was hard on her? I'm sure. Would both the sisters say their dad was hard on them? I have no doubt. But they're also like the two most well-known, tennis players for people that don't even play tennis, and it's because of all of that.
Yeah.
They broke the bounds, the barrier when it came to just like, a lot of people didn't know about, for instance, Star Trek. A lot of people didn't know about Star Trek up until Wrath of Khan movie happened. And then it's just...
Right.
Not the same thing, but...
No.
Brain's weird because I was playing a stupid video game with Grim's dialogue.
Well, no, you're not wrong, though, because it's what puts it into the mainstream zeitgeist, right? Iron Man wasn't popular until that Marvel movie. Right. That put Iron Man into the cultural zeitgeist. Same thing with the Williams sisters. That put tennis on the map all of a sudden in a way. Same thing Tiger Woods did for golf to a certain degree. And there's been other people and other, Michael Jordan kind of did it to a certain, like, even if you're not a basketball fan, everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. You know what I mean? Even if you're not a tennis fan, everybody knows who the Williams sisters are. It's like, even if you've never watched an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, you've heard of Star Trek: Wrath of Khan. You know what I mean? Like, you've heard of it. You've probably seen the meme of Khan. If you've lived on the internet longer than 5 seconds, you've seen that meme. You know what I mean? So even if you've never even seen the movie, you still know of it. And that's the kind of cultural significance that can come. But it's one of those things. It's like, that's just, would you know them if it wasn't for their parents driving them that more, pushing them that much? No, you wouldn't. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, you would have no idea who a lot of these folks were if it wasn't for that, and sometimes it sucks at the time. And yes, some people definitely take it too far. But at the end of the day too, I mean, you wouldn't have some of the greats that we have had if it wasn't for some of the insanity that they'd gone through, whether good, bad, or a little mix in between. So.
The craziness of life. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, also on top of that is Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. How many people have not seen those movies, but they know who they are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Cultural icons because of that. Yeah, no, that's so true. So it's wild how all that kind of stuff, can happen. Beyond a shadow of a doubt on that one. So yeah, no, it's been fun. I finally got a bunch of my buttons working today and I'm very happy about that.
Sorry about the delay. I was on another stream, so that kind of ran a little bit long.
No worries, no rush. No, not a big deal. Yeah, no, you were fine. Not a big deal at all. Sunker was busy playing a video game anyway, but she rated us. So shout out to all of our raiders that came over from Sunker's stream. We appreciate you guys. We'll say hi to all of you fabulous folks after the foreplay is over. And that wonderful intro and all the rest of the fun things that we do around here. But yeah, that's not a big deal at all. It's not, it happens. It's Sunday nights. You know what I mean? Everything's going crazy. It's the holiday weekend too. Like, I know, like, we didn't even have comic shop talk last night. So
yeah, I know.
So it was, I had honestly forgot that Nick had even said that. That's why Mrs. Common Nerd and I ended up playing Gauntlet last night, which is awesome. Shout out to Ironcaster, because Mrs. Common Nerd and I can play that together on the PC with each other, which is awesome. Not having to go through anything else. So I was really stoked about that. We did really good last night too. Once we finally got the hang of it, we were really starting to knock things out. So maybe we're going to have like 4 or 5 hours to play that by ourselves. We can really knock some more of that. We started a campaign last night. So we're going to try to make that like a regular thing on Friday nights where her and I can just do some gaming together and stuff like that if we get to the kids. But it might be late just in order so we can get the kids to bed. And then hopefully Solo Common Nerd Gaming will come back tomorrow night. So. But it'll be late night. What? Tell me all about it.
I want to talk about the game that was like, it's like millennial version of Nazis versus it's kind of like, it wants to be like a Hellboy, but it doesn't have the same stakes or gothic horror as Hellboy, so it's just kind of that weird retro thing that millennials like to do. It breaks my heart because it's so lazy.
Oh, is it a newer game?
Sumerian 6.
When did that come out?
I have no fucking idea. It was just like in my Steam library. I'm like, let's install you. But this is actually why I fucking love chat, because they were actually saying I was like, I'm not too I don't like the dialogue, and the plot is kind of stupid, or it's very by the numbers. But I really love this combat system. And then they're like, this looks just like War Mongrels. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's just like the first 2 characters are Nazi deserters. I'm like, what? I'm like, well, tell me more. And it's actually like, when they go into it, it actually has a more adult and more intellectually stimulating approach to the war, where it's like, it's Nazi deserters who their position gets overrun, so they desert, and then they see the fucking horrors of the concentration camps and all that shit, and it's just like, fuck. And I'm like, oh, that's so much better, because when people go over and I hate that Nazis become like a fucking just a thing, and it's always been a thing of like people calling each other Nazis, but now they're like really being oddly aggressive over it. Like, it's weird.
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's like it's everything gets, yeah. When a word gets overused, it becomes meaningless.
Yes, that's exactly what went over and happened. It's just like, well, you just went over and took a political party that genocided a fuck ton of people, and you compared it to people who are playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I know.
Like, they were straight up calling them fascists and Nazis, and I'm like, and it's only because I watch VTuber stuff that I know about this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, dude, I covered the Hogwarts. Dude, they broke some VTubers. They broke some people who were wanting to play that game. Like, it was ridiculous. Those mobs, them little Spirit of the Age possessed Pride Parade mobs, dude, those guys like tore down some streamers, man, just for them wanting, because they were just huge Harry Potter fans, man. They didn't pay attention to politics. They didn't give a crap about that stuff. They just wanted to play a Harry Potter game, man. And
it's a very good Harry Potter game.
Oh, it's an incredible Harry Potter game. Hogwarts Legacy is awesome. I can't wait for the sequel. Latch or Turnkey or whatever. Portkey's working on that right now.
Yeah. It's just a solid, good game. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've been watching and I've been checking the mechanics. Hogwarts Legacy, it's just a good game.
It's not just any good game. It's a good single player, story-driven game compared to the flood of multiplayer online games that we've been inundated over the past 10 or so years.
And that was actually when people are like, we want single-player games. You don't know that. The game company said it was back during that time.
You're being foolish. Everyone wants to play online with their friends. Yes and no.
You and your rose-tinted glasses being allowed to enjoy something in peace without having someone jabber in your ear.
Well, what it came down to was they saw how much profit those online games were making, and instead of going, well, you know, what individual games sold the most, all they looked at was the bottom line. Well, Fortnite makes money hand over fist, you know, Overwatch makes money hand over fist. all the rest of this, and the big one is obviously the big, giant, massive, huge one is Grand Theft Auto Online. The number one most profitable game on the planet, bar none, is GTA 5 because of Grand Theft Auto Online, right? And so all they looked at is the bottom number, not realizing those games, you want to appeal to a broad audience. Those games appeal to a specific niche audience. I am not a perpetually online gamer. I don't like games where I have to get together with a group and go out there and play online at specific times and stuff like that. My life's too busy for like that. Video games, I love, I enjoy. They have never been that much of a priority to me to where I'm going to do that. That's why I never got into World of Warcraft. That's why I never got into any of that kind of stuff, right? But and Hogwarts Legacy scratches that itch for everybody else. That's why it was the number one selling game of the year, like hands down, bar none, outsold everybody. And so it was one of those situations where yes, that is still your primary market. It's just that once that game comes out, it's no longer a cash cow. You have to develop another game and come up with a new idea. Fuck, I know that's hard.
Well,
but that's
don't forget about the microtransactions.
Yeah, well, the microtransaction, it's all that exact same stuff, right? That's why they all did it. They were chasing the cash cow because it's lazy and it's easy as far as development, as far as video game development, as far as story development. It's the same reason why Disney keeps making sequels, right? It's easy and lazy, and they know their original stuff doesn't sell. It's the same thing. A lot of these AAA studios that have had all these original IPs massively flop over the last couple of years, all of them you're going to see them all switch back to doing nothing more than sequels and remakes and stuff like that, because that's all they've got. They've fired all of the people that actually had good original ideas and either chased an audience that doesn't exist or chased this perpetual online microtransaction shit, which you're only ever going to be able to have a handful of games at best. Really, it's only ever going to be 2 or 3 that are going to dominate that market, but you have a handful of games that will dominate that market and be profitable. Guess what? That's only 20-30% of your hardcore video game audience. The rest of them are people like us that when we have time, we'll dump 6 hours into a game. But that's 6 hours when we have time to do that. But it's not where we're going to schedule our entire life around spending 6 hours on a fucking video game. That's not how it's going to work for 90% of people that play games.
You're forgetting the mobile gamers. They're hardcore gamers too.
Oh my god.
That is the most.
That's specifically for normies. Mobile gaming is
I know.
That is what happened. That is what happens when marketing starts making corporate decisions.
Yeah.
Because all marketing sees is, look how many people are playing these games. Look how much money they're spending.
And that's
those people are never going to spend $80 on a game, and you cannot depend on those people if you're going to spend $500 million making a game. You spend $500 million on a game, guess what? You're never going to recoup that from mobile gamers.
Those people that's
also where we get the whole narrative of women make up half the gaming audience.
Yeah, which is bullshit.
No,
the mobile gaming audience. You can break that down by console,
the majority
PC,
of girls are on mobile games, like Candy Crush, all that stuff.
Oh, my wife's got several mobile games that she plays whenever she gets bored, whatever's on TV, or when she finally gets tired of doom scrolling Facebook.
Yeah, I have a couple mobile games too that I check religiously because I'm fucking weird, but I get the girl pass for that. But like gaming is it's a male market. There's nothing wrong with it being a male market. Just like there's nothing wrong in that. Just like fashion is generally a female market.
No, it's true. It is. It's true. Yeah, sorry.
It is about knowing them and respecting the market. I would actually interject that some people say, "Oh, it's only 1 in 10 women." It depends on the game. I'm going somewhere with this. Star Wars Galaxies, yes, I know, very old, but I can assure you easily 1 in 4 were actually women.
But that's all. But that also falls into the line of these were Star Wars fans. They're not just
yes,
gamers.
And then the Lord of the Rings online was very much the same too. They actually it was even more.
And that's
still more men, but it was like 1 in 3 turned out to be actually female. So for an online game, that's a lot.
Right, and that's very IP specific on top of that too, right? Those are 2 IPs that you talked about that have a very broad appeal across a lot of different demographics.
No,
you know what I mean? Because I guarantee you, Yeah, exactly. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of these things. That's the biggest problem with a lot of them is they
need
don't
to
know
make
their market.
Star Wars into a girl's brand. We need more female representation in Star
No.
Wars.
That's
Not that. Shut off.
That's the lie. That's the lie. They don't even care. Look. They want to use it to educate us. You need to, our way of thinking is so much better. See, we say it's to help people lie. That's why I get so sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, they're saying it's a girl brand. Oh, they're trying to get a modern audience." No, these people deep down inside know that this is a lie. They try to sell you so that way that you don't realize again. This is to educate you.
It's also trying to not just educate, but also trying to squeeze out as much money out of you as possibly can. Because if they can trick you into believing that they expect you to buy things from them.
Yes,
they just when they try to shift things into a brainwashing thing. We'll just call it what it is. They want to brainwash you into loving something. It just makes everything so bland and so unappealing. So you're only getting like a fraction of people, and they aren't that big compared to just like getting a more concise and solid returning audience. Like if you just stayed a boys brand. If you just stayed a boys brand, Star Wars would not be in the fucking pickle it is now.
No, they took an IP that was worth $4 billion and that arguably was the most profitable IP on the face of the planet, and they turned it into nothing more than a $30 billion black hole.
Yes,
like a $30 billion black hole.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. It's turned into a $30 billion black hole. But you know what's not a black hole, boys and girls? Classic Who, ladies and gentlemen. This foreplay has gone on for almost 7. It has now officially gone on for 17 minutes. And I'm sorry, at this point, if you haven't gotten off at least once, that's your own damn fault. It's time to get down to business. Okay. My jaw's tired. My tongue's worn out. Like I'm finished. Okay. Like it's time to get down to business.
Face. Where did it go wrong? What a disgrace. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the TARDIS doors slammed and the monster still stood. Fear was all too real. Common nerd ranting, hands in the air. Gallifrey's gone, he's pulling his hair. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the stories had weight, and the endings were Mr. Grant Gregory, he knows it all, the rise, the fall, the cannon call with his scarf and his specs and his books stacked tall. Grant Gregory, tell us
How we doing, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another wonderful. What? What's wrong?
How are we doing? We're disobedient.
What do you mean you're disobedient? Why are you disobedient? What did you do this time?
Well, we aim to misbehave.
He hasn't even started the show, and already it's being sidetracked.
What did you guys do? Shut up! Welcome to another wonderful edition of Dr. When Who Was Good, Classic Who Edition, boys and girls. This is Jesse with the Common Nerd. I bring you pop culture and all things through a common sense lens. On Sunday nights, I try to herd cats, ladies and gentlemen, and attempt to run a Doctor Who show. And it's a lot of fun. It's a watch party. It's a watch along. We've been having a great time. We're diving back into Classic Who. Stop it. Into Classic Who right now, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a wonderful time. Shout out to Jason Fox for becoming a new member over there on YouTube. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Cats. Mrs. Common Nerd says cats listen better than we do. So that is true.
He was the one that I was on with just before I joined you.
Yes, 545. Yeah, Jason Fox from 545 Studios. Yes. Yeah, we'll say hi to all of you fabulous. And we will. Is it 540 Studios? We'll get to that wonderful stuff. Yes. Oh yeah. He's celebrating his membership over there. So that's because we can highlight all that stuff now. They've been doing a bunch of updates to Rumble and all of that kind of fun stuff. And we've been doing some updates around here. I finally got some of the technical issues, not all of them, but I got one more to figure out. But I think I know exactly what to do with that one. So we'll figure out the mic issues. But we do have a mic for Mrs. Common Nerd set up now too, so you guys will be able to hear her a little better.
Can you hear me?
You got it.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Apparently.
Okay, cool.
You'll have to get closer to it than that, but that's
No,
look here, see? This thing moves and swings and all of that.
And let's not hit me in the face.
All right.
Like this is
there we go.
Going to have to call
I have
abuse.
a C's candy box. My mic is around at max 1.5 C's candy boxes away from me.
She's got my old blue Yeti, so yeah, we'll get that one all figured out when we have to. But
are you trying to sell those?
No, it's just darn. That was the only thing of measurement I had. I'm like, I am 1 and 3 big dragon statues away.
January 1st, my daughter is selling Girl Scout cookies. Got a link for online.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, well,
I got a thing for the Thin Mints, you bitch.
There's a new one. It's like a s'mores, but they don't call it s'mores. It's like a Explorables or something like that.
That sounds gay.
Well, it's like a sandwich cookie, and the cream is like marshmallow flavored.
Ooh, like a moon pie.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. So yeah, I guess we'll be pushing Girl Scout cookies in January with the link. I'll have to add that to the Rumble bot for Girl Scout cookies online. That'll be great. When the Girl Scouts are gonna have to kick me back a caution on that. I need like a QR code. I need a kickback for that kind of stuff or something. I need a promo code for Girl Scout cookies. But yeah, so we're gonna get into some Classic Who tonight at some point, boys and girls. I promise we'll get there eventually. We're having a good time going through it. We've got the last 2 episodes of the series of the first of the Lost episodes. This is the Marco Polo series, which we've been having a great time. We've got Kublai Khan and all kinds of fun stuff involved with that. So some of the descendants of the Genghis Khan running around over there having a good old time. We've had the TARDIS get captured. We've had betrayals. We've had backstabbing. We've had people not believing each other. We've had wonderful fight scenes. Lots of manipulation. And of course, the best part is it's been nothing more than an audio drama with stills and pictures. And we still ended up having a really good time with it, which that alone is the best part. So yeah, I've had a lot of time. We've had a lot of fun with this, and yeah, it'll be a good time. So we'll wrap these 2 up tonight, and then we'll jump back into it next week with some stuff you can actually see, and maybe some new surprise guests out there as well. So it should be a good time. But the one person that I cannot replace, that I will not replace, that has no choice, she is chained to this show forever and into an eternity. Skunker Maiden, how are you, sister? What's going on?
Hello, I had the existential crisis of having your phone be unable to charge and then realizing how many things are tied to that phone. You have the two-step authentication for all your emails tied into it. You have all your medical calls going into it. You have a whole bunch of things work related going to that phone. So I just whenever realized just how effed my life would be if my Apple phone decided to give up the ghost suddenly without warning.
She also wouldn't be able to receive her application for boyfriends.
That too. That too.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you want to jump ahead to the head of the line, nice $75 payment.
That gets you first to the application. We'll get to all the pimping here in a little bit, don't you?
Make that out to the common nerd.
Recommendations are the best way to get you to the head of the line. No, that does suck too. And that's one thing, because you and I were talking about that a little bit very earlier, because I know you were having a little bit of a freak out. And I don't blame you. And that's the one thing that sucks about it. Like, trust me, Gene Roddenberry did not even, when he was doing tricorders and everything else, like he had no idea like the extent of information and availability and connection that, like, I mean, every YouTube account, you lose access to your YouTube account on your phone and then try to set up a new computer and try to get in and do anything of that. If you don't have this little sucker or some other kind of background verification set up, yeah, good luck. You're screwed.
I just went through that.
Yeah, that's right. Griffin just went through that.
That's why I'm so against Elon wanting to make X into the everything app.
Yep.
Because
that's too much. That's too much power.
It's exactly what China is doing with their people, and they're apparently having a huge mass homeless situation going on because so many people are suffering from their social credit system.
Oh,
that
shit.
They can't get they can't get into their bank accounts, they can't get jobs, they can't travel, so they're all just living on the streets now.
Yeah, and that's the problem with having any, like, I understand why Elon wants to do it, right? And Elon's generally doing things for the best of reasons, right? The problem is
greater good.
any centralized system like that with that much control and everybody's dependent on it, Sunker and Griffin just right here just showed why that is a bad idea, right? Because if you lose it, guess what? What happens if you get locked out of your everything account? Like everybody's Twitter's accounts. You know, we've seen this happen with people's Twitter's account getting nuked left and right and just disappearing and not having, and you have no recourse. You have no.
I just got suspended a couple months ago on my X account because I was accused of being a bot.
Right. Like, yeah. And we've seen that happen now. We're seeing that happen with YouTube with all this other kind of stuff. With everything going on with that. Like you cannot have everything centralized in one spot because it's like, you know, I had over 2,000 followers. I had all these connections. You know, Gary followed me. Quarter Black Garrett followed me. I could reach out to these people and message them. And all of that's gone now because all of those ties, all those people that followed me, that liked all that stuff, that saw my notification, all of that's gone. And considering this is my full-time job, that's really hard to get back. You know, I have to crawl. I spent years building that following.
And I just saw
no recourse, nobody to talk to, nobody to reply to. That it's just so fucked up.
And I just saw a post just a few hours ago talking about how with that YouTube ban and with people are getting banned on YouTube, there's now comments and rumors of people in the same household having their YouTube accounts being banned.
Oh, are they doing it via IP?
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't know.
But yeah, family members, other content creators, all living underneath the same household, they're all facing the ban too because the system doesn't recognize individuals.
Yeah, there's a lot of it's just a lot of people are trying to incorporate technology that they don't fully understand yet, just to make their lives easier, and it's not work. There's going to be a lot. It's just like implementing any new system. There's going to be a lot of issues going forward, and unfortunately, the problem is a lot of these issues affect people's ability to create and make money, and that's the real problem with all of this.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Dude,
but
this fucking hell, no, and that's like it's not as fun as it used to be. Like this stuff, It used to be fun. It used to be a little bit wild, and if you got your channel nuked, it wasn't like the end of the world. You could usually rebuild. There's something that they're doing that really causes lasting harm. It's not as childish as it used to be like 10 years ago.
Well, it's not as innocent as it used to be, you know, when as much money has gotten involved. And the problem is they figured out it's a vehicle for influence, right? When YouTube became especially, I mean, and we all knew that YouTube was going to become the dominant platform television eventually for television.
Oh,
right. And now more people in the United States watch YouTube on their TVs than they watch broadcast television.
And
everybody that changed a lot. Well, that changed a lot of things over the summer, right? Because we first saw that become official. Spring of 2025 was the first time that officially happened. YouTube surpassed all other broadcast networks as far as people watching it on television. That was the first time that happened. And then you notice as soon as that actually happened, Gary said it himself. Over the summer, they did 3 years worth of algorithm changes in 3 months. And these are people that don't understand the algorithm they're dicking with to begin with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's because of all of the attention they got, because now they're the dominant platform out there for attention grabbing. And that's made a world. But fortunately enough, there's a lot of other, because of that, just like in the past, when different news networks popped up and everything else does, and newspapers and all the rest of that, competing interests do pop up. And, despite all the issues we have with Rumble and all of that kind of stuff, they have made leaps and bounds of things that they've done. Their Rumble wallet, that whole thing is to make it to where, guess what? You can't cancel people anymore. Because once things goes into that Rumble wallet, Rumble can't even touch it. Yeah. Nobody can touch it. It's a safe. It's just like all the rest of that stuff. And they're making it to where that doesn't happen, where you don't depend on these systems for that. So yeah, there's issues. Yeah, there's growing pains, but man, oh man, they're one of, and there's a lot of others. We've got Pilled. We're streaming on Pilled. Kick's an alternative. Odyssey's trying to build themselves back up again after them essentially being on hiatus for like 2 years. So it's just like, YouTube's the one right now. And as more things start to come up and do things like that, it'll balance itself out eventually. It's just, there's going to be a lot of rough times in the process, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're getting off on way too many wild heads.
I was
hurting cats, especially this one down here. I'm going to start muting him. Griffin, how are you? How's everything been going? How's your week? Sunker, sorry. What else did you have going on today?
I was going to say one last thing, because, they go over, they blame, it's not us canceling it, it's our algorithm. Well, that's going to become less and less of an excuse.
Who sets the algorithm?
Yes, and it's going to become less and less an excuse because of the advent of AI. You're going to be being held responsible for your AI. So what is the difference between an AI and an algorithm? That might start cutting back on that excuse and start cutting back on the wiggle room they've been employing, at least when they have to talk to senators.
Yeah, the AI is just basically an intelligent algorithm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just all it is a souped up version of any. It's a souped up version of Clippy. Is all it is. They're souped up versions of Clippy. Speaking of souped up versions of Clippy, Griffin, how have you been? How was your weekend? Did you get a nice nap this afternoon?
Yes, I did. Thank you. I'm going to make mine short because I'm glad we all went. Hey, we're nerds. Okay. We're passionate about stuff. This is the life. This is living. Okay, good. Got that done. Yes, it's been the Thanksgiving weekend, so extra hours. Yeah. I will give one story. No. You're going to appreciate this. One of my, because I don't talk with people. People talk to employees. Employees talk to me. I had an employee who was actually confused because he really, really thought, no, this is legitimate. You see, a customer, you ready for this? I don't know how, but they left their phone in the oven with their turkey.
They wanted to know the temperature.
No, I don't know. Don't care. They left it in there and cooked it. The battery detonated, so the phone detonated.
Oh, geez.
So the phone's gone. The oven's toast. So the quote unquote customer, and I hope you're out there listening. I really am, customer. I really am. If you are dumb enough to put a device with a lithium battery into a substance which goes up to 450 degrees, it will blow up, and there's no one's fault but your own. So no, this is not covered under warranty. Neither the phone, nor the oven, nor your turkey. I don't even know if these guys ate the turkey or not.
They probably did.
This is my life, okay? This is my life. It's not the customer. The tech was actually, do you mean this isn't covered under warranty? No.
But it can tell temperature.
Anytime that you're shipping something to the mail, They ask you at the front desk, is there a lithium battery in here? You have to say yes or no, or else there will be issues.
Yes, because of that. Like I have stuff that comes in the mail. Like I used to have like the cartridge batteries and stuff I had to order. And even working at the vape shop, right? Anything that contained a battery had to come in a separate package. It had to come on ground. It came in a whole separate order away from everything else. It's the same thing. Like this little, like all it is this little battery charger for my shocks, right? I had to get a new one. Thank the Lord, it finally got it to work. So Mrs. Common Nerd and I can have headphones that work. But anyway, like this thing, it came in a very special package, had a fancy label on it, contains batteries, has to come ground, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. That's funny, Griffin. Holy cow.
So that's been like, no, I'm glad. Hey, I'm working from home. I keep an eye on mom. Mom's asleep, but so, hey, glad to be here. And I threaten people that if you get me upset, I'll sing.
This is true. He was serenading my children who were being very cranky before the stream started.
Lord.
So yeah, Griffin was serenading the kids. Hey, it wasn't.
Was it like Frank Sinatra? You did say serenading.
No, I had to unplug the headphone. I had turned that speaker on and muted my mic so they could hear him. No, Donna or Chipmunk even started dancing a little bit there for a second.
He's
not that bad.
It's supposed to be a threat. They're not supposed to know that even after all this, I can still sing halfway decent. Yeah, that's me. Glad to be here.
That is good. Thank you, Griffin. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, Spartacus, how have you been?
Yeah, not too bad. I've been kind of suffering from coughing up mucus and trying to drain the nose after a nice little time with the cold. Did some shoveling and snow blowing yesterday because of all the fun snow that settled in. Heavy, wet snow. So yeah, that was my last couple days.
Oh, well, that's always fun then. I'm glad it was such a good time with all of that kind of stuff out there.
Oh,
Netsy Pot works pretty well at getting snot out.
Sometimes.
Speaking of cold,
I had a buddy of mine that swore by those things. Go ahead, Sunker.
Speaking of cold, that I know that Californians are pussies. I went to the mall to get my phone checked out because you have to ever take it to an Apple hospital. Wearing a very, very tasteful skirt, high heels, and a tank top and a nice little over blouse. I'm walking down the parking lot to get to the mall, and I see everyone wearing like big old heavy coats.
Oh, geez.
And like huge.
What's the temperature?
Because the temperature, I don't know what it was, but it was like I could walk around in heel weather. So, it's just like, are you serious? You need to go over and like have your big puffy like vestments and everything. Like, holy fuck, it couldn't even snow now if it rained, and you're fucking acting like it's gonna be like snowfall in a couple hours, dumbasses.
Well, that happens down here too, because I'm in South Texas. It got down into it's in the 50s today. It got down into the 50s tonight.
Oh,
and so it's a little cold out in the garage. But dude, that happened like my first year down here when I was in 2011. I was walking into one of the barbecue restaurants down here in shorts and flip-flops to get food. I'm walking I will see this girl walking into the store. She's got Uggs and one of them coats on with a little fur around the hoodie. I'm like, it's like 65 degrees and sunny out, woman. What the hell are you doing?
Well, that's just fashion.
Yeah,
those are probably very nice Uggs.
Dude, it probably was. But no, they're the same way down here. They're the same way. And so I don't blame you, Spartacus. All this weather changing, yeah, dude, it screws everybody up. Yeah.
And any time that it snows at least an inch or two down there, it's the end of the world for you guys.
We have hard time with wet roads.
Well, and the reason behind that is because we don't have the equipment. Like I grew up in Missouri, right? You got salt trucks. Everybody's prepped.
The big freeze that happened like a couple of
that was a freak freeze. Like it barely ever happens.
That's the thing. And that's why it's like, everybody's like, well, why don't you have the trucks and stuff? Because when the last time that happened was 10 years prior to that. So it's like, what are we going to do? We'll spend $300 million on these trucks and salt trucks that we're going to have to maintain all year long for the once in a decade that we use them. No, we just shut everything down for a few days and wait for the sun to come back out.
It's not like what happened in Texas is not like what usually happens in say New York, where everything fucking falls apart, even though it always has a cold winter every single year, and they continually fail at managing it.
Yeah, and that's normally how a lot of that stuff goes. So that's just how it ends up going. And so it's like, yeah, it's just like we don't have the equipment to handle it. We just don't. It's the same way. It's like y'all gonna cry and whine about when it's 105 degrees down here, and we're all sitting going, "What are you complaining about? Here, have a mojito. It'll cool you down. It's got mint julep in it." You know what I mean? Like, relax. You're all fine. You're all like, you're dying. So yeah, it goes both ways. I love it. In the winter, you all get to give me shit. In the summer, you're all like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, I got a breeze. I'm good. What are you complaining about?
I get the fun part of having to be out in the weather all the time.
Dude, it's bad out in the garage, but yeah, I remember being on a cold flight line, dude, at night. Oh my God, that stuff sucks. That wind just takes it out of you. It takes any warmth in you out. Oh, it's no fun. It's no fun.
Yeah, being out in the cold and just a chilling breeze, and all of a sudden even if you're wearing a jacket, it just sucks the air out of you. You basically have to turn your back to the wind in order to recover at least some air.
Is that why they make them make windbreakers? Because I always found them fucking useless as things of insulation or anything. Is that what they're for?
I don't know.
That's the concept. How well it actually works depends on how porous the fabric that they make them out of is. So, yeah, it all just depends. But all right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's say hi to all of you fabulous. Yeah, let's get to the show, right? Let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat, and then we will jump over into Classic Coup. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, as a friendly reminder, as always, before we say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there, please join us over on Rumble, create an account or something like that. We've obviously seen a lot of the craziness that's been going on over on Rumble or over on YouTube over the last couple of weeks, between what's happened to our boy Camelot and several other people that have kind of come out in the woodwork, with a lot of the people talking about very similar things happening to him as well. Things are wild. Things are crazy over there. And honestly, their copyright system is completely and totally busted. That is one of the many issues over there with YouTube. But that is one of the predominant platforms. So we're not going to give up the thing, but we're going to try to pipeline you into other places. So over on Rumble, we can actually do a proper watch party and review, because what is the definition of fair use? The definition of fair use is transformative content, right? We're not just throwing this up there and trying to rip off, BBC or whoever happens to own the rights in the United States to be able to stream this kind of thing. We're not doing that. You're not just going to be able to sit here and watch it. We're going to pause it. We're going to rewind it. We're going to do all that kind of stuff. Sunker's going to ask for one more pause, and we're going to review it. That's what we're going to do. What?
We're obviously going to take
I'm going to refuse to ask for you to pause now, out of just
that's a lie.
anger.
That's not. Yeah, that's no. That's absolutely not going to happen. No. That's absolutely not going to happen in any way, shape, or form. That's absolutely going to happen many, many times. There is no way Sunker will ever be able to give her ability to pause at least one more time. Boys and girls. So that's the kind of thing that all falls completely and totally under fair use. We've had people make those comments in our chat before. Why can't we do this on YouTube? This is fair use, but it's because of the broken systems. That's because too many people abuse the system, and that's the way things work. So that's what we got to do over there. So go ahead.
And his channel got nuked from a guy eating a banana. It wasn't because of the banana, but it was because of other things.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how their moderation systems work. And it's not like you can actually talk to a real person, as Camelot and so many other people have found out. It's almost impossible to get a hold of a real person over there, especially if you're somebody small. But people that aren't small, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, our members, because as always, this is one of our evening streams. So you've got the fun little scrolls. You can play Get Common Nerd as stoned as you'd possibly like during Doctor Who, $5 cart hits, $20 dabs. We've got dancing babies, dancing sunkers for gifty subs, and for all of that kind of fun stuff, direct donations. You've got Common Nerd making out with Kathy Griffin for direct donation.
Wonderful. It was the purest of pure AI slop.
But we also, on top of that, we have Sunker making out with lizards, and Sunker's making out with squids. So if you'd like to torture Sunker instead of Common Nerd, those are always options. But we do have very cute dancing baby videos and all that kind of fun stuff as well. And boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely and totally brutally honest with you. The month of December, we are going to be hitting memberships, something hard and something fierce. That 100 membership number is no longer a joke. We've had 2 months now where we've come up short on rent at the beginning of the month. So this isn't something that we can continue doing if that stuff doesn't get up. It sucks the way the algorithm growth is over on YouTube right now. Rumble is getting better about that kind of things, but memberships are the important part. This is the first time in 3 years that we've done this, that we've come up short. And it's happened twice back to back now. So those memberships are really, really important. Whatever platform you're on. I know YouTube's got the cheapest ones. They've got like the $1.99 ones over there. Rumble's $5. I know those memberships are hard. I know sometimes it sucks having that stuff come out automatically, but that is the only thing keeping this around. That's the only thing that keeps these shows alive. That's the only thing that keeps these bills paying. This is my full-time job. I do have 2 other side hustles. I'm currently looking for a 3rd side hustle to help with all of that, to try to keep this as something that we're doing and going full-time with.
Damn that picture. Hello, you're a much, thank you. You're a much Patreon nerd. How much for Kathy Griffin? That's a $50.
That's a 50. Yeah, that's a 50 for Kathy Griffin. Whichever way you want to do it. However you guys, I know we normally push the direct donations. Those are the best way to help out the channel. But any way you guys want to do it, it's completely and totally up to you. Whatever's the easiest, most convenient for you guys. Just let me know what you guys want.
Just give me that is a warning when you do it. Okay, please.
No promises on that. No promises on that. But before we say hi to everybody else out in the chat, we do have two wonderful things to celebrate. We've got Jason Fox celebrating, which of course it won't show up now. But Jason Fox from 544 Studios over there did his 1 month membership, been a member for 1 month. I always, if I can get the dragon to play again, it'll pop up here. So let's go. Appreciate that, Jason. Thank you very much for being a member for 1 month. I don't know why the dragon's not playing again. But we got to jump down here to this real quick because, hey, they got this one of the improvements that we've been talking about over on Rumble that they've been making over here as well is all of those wonderful gifty subs out there. We've got this eccentric getting gifted 1 common nerd subscription by your average Patriot nerd. We appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, we do. And gifty subs. Yes, we do. Absolutely, Jason. We appreciate your 1 month membership. We appreciate that very much, brother. You and your average Patriot nerd, all the grease between our gears, keeping this street running. I could not do this without every single one of you, and I lean that quite literally. So, hey, for that, let's see here. You know what? We'll do something fun. I'm not going to do the dragon. I'm not going to do the drow. But you know what? For your average Patriot nerd, we'll do a fun new one. We'll do a fun new one, and then I'll do a dancing baby too. There's no music to this. But there you go. That's for that. And then, because Sunker hates this picture. We got two. We'll do 2 of them because we got to celebrate the membership and of course 1 gifty sub. So thank you for dancing, Sunker gifty membership. Thank you, your average Patriot nerd. Thank you guys. Appreciate you, boys. All right. I know there was a few folks over on the Rumble side that were coming in early. Thank you, Sunker, for the raid. We appreciate all of you folks that came in for the raid. And we hadn't started the show yet, so unfortunately I can't highlight the raid. But that is all things that are now available now as well. So they've got all of that fun stuff going. So we certainly appreciate that. And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, why isn't the live chat popping up? That's weird. Oh, well. I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, I know why it's not. But anyway, we got this still taken care of. All right, so let's say hi to everybody that we can say hi to. Melissa Smith, what's going on, sister? Good to see you, Melissa, over on the YouTube side as well. And if anybody needs the link over to the Rumble, I'll drop that over there for you guys very much. Shadow Ward 99. Yeah, the electric bill is due, boys and girls. Shadow Ward 99 for $50 direct donation over on the Streamlabs side. Says, let's torture Jesse for once. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, no.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Oh, God.
No, stop!
Thank you, your average Patriot nerd. $50 closer to the electric bill. Thanks, buddy. Fuck you. Fuck you, Sunker, for ever making me create that damn thing.
I feel no regrets.
That damn thing. I hate you so much for making me create that stupid.
I paid for it, bitch.
You
I'm so happy for it.
Definitely paid for that. She paid that for that damn thing. Oh my God. All right, let's get back to saying hi to the rest of you fabulous folks.
I'll have you people know I'm using medical grade Listerine because of what I just watched.
For your eyes.
It was beautiful. No, it was really great too when Nerd was first just like, okay, well, like Kathy Griffin, she's not that bad of a looker. And I'm like,
well,
you have
no.
to do old Kathy Griffin.
Well, and I did because like the first pictures you pull up of Kathy Griffin are from her from like 15, 20 years ago before she looked like a meth head and Carrot Top minus the steroids.
Yeah.
Right? You know,
and so why he looked like a freak.
No, it's actually not. His parents are like super big, crazy gym rats, actually, apparently. He grew up in like an exercise, like nut job family, and so that's why.
That explains why it's just like he looked like a clown, but it's just like he's also like wiry like a fucking murderer. So
yeah, and so now he's just like all muscle. But no, I saw that. I saw an interview with him. I saw him when he was on Joe Rogan. And I saw one of the little clips. And he was like, yeah, because that's what Joe's asked you. He's like, what are you doing, man? He's like, well, actually, he's like, my family. Like, if you've seen my parents, you'd understand. He's like, my family are gym rats, dude. He's like, they're crazy. So yeah. Shadow Ward 99, good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in as well. 540 Studio, there you are. We see you over on the Rumble side. Thank you again, buddy. Appreciate you, my friend. Hassa Hoppa, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, Hassa. Says, and then they did the con shout out with Spock in the J.J. Abrams movie. It was awful. Oh yeah,
that was
it's such a shit ripoff. That's just.
That's a lot like having Infinity Wars without all the lead up. It's just like, no. What did you do, Spartacus?
What is Spartacus for $50 over on the Streamlabs side?
All I simply request is a regeneration.
Which one do you want?
Are you no longer going to be my favorite person, Spartacus?
I said all I request is a regeneration.
Regeneration. Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. That's an easy one. Well, let me finish saying hi to the chat, and then we'll take care of that one real quick. All right, wait, that's neat. Yeah, we can take care of that really. And I got the button. I got the button and everything. We'll have to make I bet you I can make an AI video of that. That would be fun. That would be fun.
Oh, and if you played it over your screen as you ran off to go get it.
I could totally play that off over my screen because then you guys at least could still chit chat and all that kind of fun stuff. All right, John Washburn, what's up, John? Good to see you. John's one of our regular commenters over on a lot of our videos. We appreciate you, John. Thank you very much, buddy. Good to see you. There's Jason over on the YouTube side. Yo, average Patriot nerd. There you go. Just got home from shopping. Nice. Perfect timing, buddy. Perfect timing. Look at that. Good to see you. There we go. Appreciate that again. As well. Sunker, stop eating junk food and get your ass to the gym. There you go.
That was actually the other thing that crossed my brain as I was walking around in high heels and a skirt. It's like, am I fatter? That I just got a lot of insulation. But then I saw other really much more fatter people than I. And I felt like the classiest bitch at the tech bar.
I love it. Oh, Kyle Saber. What's up, buddy? Says, please go and use the equipment at the gym, Serenity. It'll be good for you. Oh, everybody's trying to look out for your health. Look at that. Look at you guys. NC Native. What's up, buddy? Says, I'll pay you back on the first, right? What did he ask for? He says, let me hold one of your candy boxes, Sunker. Oh, I love it. What's up, NC Native? Good to see you, buddy. Are you sure the one daughter's selling cookies? She is. Absolutely. It's absolutely true. Peter Beckman Fan Site. What's up, Fan Site? And this eccentric, I see you over on this eccentric, another one of our fine channel members. I see you over on Kick as well, buddy, with your dancing bees. I see that. And the emojis do work. You can put emojis dancing all over my face via the Rumble and the Kick app, via the Rumble and the Kick chat. So those will all show up and they will bounce around my screen. So those are always fun things you can do as well. And the blurps, you guys can scare the shit out of Common Nerd too. There's a little blurp button down over there on Rumble. If you click blurps, you can send a noise and it'll pop up in my ear and scare the crap out of me. That's an option too. That'll probably be a lot of fun when Mrs. Common Nerd and I are playing games together. As well. Devastator 5319, another one of our fine channel subscribers. Oh, and I do have an updated credits too, for all of the videos that'll come out tomorrow because Alec Baldwin's finger came in and was a madman on Wednesday. Before Thanksgiving. So I had to update the credits something fierce. So there's a brand new updated credits that will be going in. If you guys caught my premium time earlier today, I had to wait to do an hour of premium time earlier today. So that was fun. All right, let me make sure we don't miss anybody because we are already way behind. Jason. Devastated.
It's just an hour of intro. What's wrong with
All
that?
right, we're only an hour into the show. That's all. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Yada yada.
Oh, I
What
got
will
really
be?
cool candies.
Destroyer of
too.
channels is still among us, and he
Hey,
keeps a banana behind me.
Just not with the candy.
What?
She
What
says,
about
"Oh,
your
I got
candy?
some cool candy." I'm like, "Wait, didn't someone tell you to stop with the candy?"
Right? Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, there you go. That's right. Yeah, the candy. There you go. Oh my God, your average Patriot nerd. I approve of the new clip. The kissy face.
I do
Sunker
too.
looks good as a cowgirl. Yeehaw. Well, there you go. Well,
She does.
there is Sunker making out with a dragon. There is Sunker making out. What were the other two? I don't remember. Oh, a dwarf. There's an elf.
Oh, those things are still.
Drow.
Oh yeah.
Drow.
So he made
I've got the AI
he made a
videos.
whole bunch of me making out with shit.
Yeah,
A
you said
dragon,
they were only like
a
6-second clips
drow.
though.
But
Yeah.
that drow looks super. I can't say the word. You're still on the YouTubes, and I've already been pushing it. That that drow looks like a bundle of sticks.
There you go. Hey, $10 donation and Sunker will wear the cowboy hat. There you go. Look at that, boys. Easy girl. Easy going. There you go. I knew Jason Fox needs bleach. I bet you do. I'd call Jesse gay after that. I know, right? Yeah, especially with Kathy Griffin these days. Oh yeah, I'd feel gay after
like
doing
making out with your drunk aunt.
that. Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna see if I can try this. Thomas Mumby of Bad Choice Master says, "Hey everyone, I forgot what I was going to say." Well, hey, that works, Thomas. That's okay.
That
buddy.
happens
Glad
to
you
me all
made
the
it in, man.
time.
It absolutely
Especially
does.
after seeing something like Jesse and Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, and Sunker will do a $20 for a plaid t-shirt, plaid shirt change too. We've got plenty of. If you guys have seen some of the other videos, we have plenty of dancing video in plaid. But Sunker will actually put one of the plaid shirts on, and you just pick a color. She's probably got your favorite color in plaid. So
And as much as I gripe and grouse, I love going over and doing this stuff, and it would hurt to go over and not have this as a normal thing. Oh no!
You know what? It's okay, Thomas. Fair. It happens, buddy.
Totally fair.
Happens, buddy.
So I'm okay with hoeing out to go over and help out my nerd.
There you go. Sunker does love us after all. Well, there you go. And Thomas, if you want to join us over on Rumble, make sure you click that little link over there, and you get to see the full show over there with Sunker. But speaking of one other thing that we got to do to pay the bills around here, boys and girls, we need to do a Rumble ad here real quick, especially with all you fabulous folks out there. And why not? Let's do a controller because we haven't done these guys in a while. AIM controllers, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, because we love our Rumble sponsors, right? We love our Rumble sponsors because Rumble, it was our fallout shelter when everything went sideways over there on YouTube the first time, and clearly even like Camelot and a lot of other people having to like put their effort into Rumble now because of all the nonsense that's going on over there. So we love our Rumble sponsors. So if you're looking for a new controller, ready to level up your game, AIM Controllers is where custom meets unbeatable value, and right now it's the best deal of the year. We start with the official Sony and Xbox controllers, fully compatible with console and PC. No functionality loss. Then you go wild with custom features, smart bumpers, paddles, grip sticks, height, custom buttons, and even design your own PS5 snap panels. Boy, they're getting all kinds of snazzy with stuff like this. And here's the part no one else is doing. Lifetime warranty on all modified parts, right? Now, given I've checked out AIM's controllers, they are a little on the expensive side, but you're getting what you pay for here. A lifetime warranty on all your modified parts. How many other places offer you mod support for that kind of stuff? That's right, lifetime. What other company does that? Exactly. Normally, a fully loaded setup could run you $400, but during our one price promo, it's just $209 USD or 182 euros, no matter how many features you add. So unlimited features for $200 on a custom controller. Use code RUMBLE at checkout and lock it in. Lock it in. This is your time. Lock it in. We love
that shit, son. Damn.
See, there you go. Sunker's even going to check it out now. So go to AIM Controllers and build that last controller you'll ever need. I mean, honestly, like that sounds like it does. It's a lot up front, but if you know this is something that's going to have a lifetime warranty and all the parts and everything else, like this could be like the last controller you might ever have to buy.
And if you heavily mod your stuff.
Yeah, if you're one of those, because like I know how some of y'all get with competitive stuff online. I want your buttons exactly where you are, where you want them, and everything. You get all that stuff all tuned in. You get your muscle memory down, and you make you just the fastest little guy out there. Yeah, so it sounds like aim controllers do exactly that. So go check out aimcontrollers.com and use the code RUMBLE at checkout for 209 unlimited customizations. Shout out to aimcontrollers.com. Check out that QR code you can scan on screen as well. So shout out to AIM being a Rumble sponsor. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much for that. So sorry, appreciate you guys. This is part of the creator program. And the cool part is that the ads will go away next month, which means they're requiring 5 raids a month now, which is going to be great for channel growth for us small guys, because that means the big guys have to raid the rest of us now.
Ooh.
So
that's so smart.
Dr. Disrespect starts raiding.
That's like opposite of what YouTube does, which is it's very much cutting out the newer talent to go over and really highlight the older talent. Now they're helping. Now they're having the old like big fish go over and help out the little fish that are trying to go over and make it out. I gave you really stupid. I gave Nerd a stupid fishing analogy, and I can't even remember because it was one of my drunken stupors. But fuck, I'm very happy that Rumble isn't implementing that.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great thing. I love that idea, and the thing about it is, it doesn't help the bigger creators, right? And that's what everybody always complains about. Well, you're only ever looking out the big creators. That doesn't help the big creators. Right. They've got enough viewers. You know, it's like they don't have a problem with any of that kind of stuff. And it's not like they're just going to be able to raid each other, because their chat's going to give them hell if they just try to sit around and raid, like if the Quartering only raids Dr. Disrespect, or if Dr. Disrespect only raids these, name your next biggest gamer on Rumble, and like that's, no. And honestly, I don't think any of the creators on Rumble I think they'd feel like assholes doing that stuff anyway, for the most part. So that'll be fascinating to see how all that works going in the future. So you can see a lot of a lot of smaller channels really get some benefit from that. So shout out to them for that. Hey, what's up, True Survivor Cinema? Good to see you, buddy.
Hello.
I wish I had $20. Hey, no worries, man. It's okay. $5 I'll do a cart hit. $5 I'll do a cart hit. $5 you can get a dancing baby or a dancing sunker. $10 sunker will change your hat. Or put the cowboy hat on.
Cowboy hat.
And
now
honestly,
imagine just that cowboy hat with some plaid.
You know what? Cowboy hat with some plaid. That could be a dangerous combination, boys and girls. Somebody help True Survivor Cinema out. Get that, make that man's Sunday night dreams come true, boys and girls. Make that man's Sunday night dreams come true.
And $85, and you'll get $85, and Common Nerd will give you Sumker's phone number.
No,
that I won't do. That
I have to go over and kill my phone.
I was about to say, there's no amount of money on the planet that will cause me to violate that. That's not going to happen.
I've been holding back on this because guys, it's been an hour now.
Yes, we have to get to who.
Spartacus, this is the common nerd, not the uncommon pimp.
The uncommon, I mean, we do what we got to do. Well, then speaking of uncommon pimping, boys and girls, I mean, you guys are gonna have to keep the chat occupied for just a minute, because there's something going on. I'm feeling a little thin. I'm feeling a little worn out.
But I don't want to go. I think.
I mean, to be fair, Marco Polo is acting like a pimp in this series, because he's taking a young girl and he's bringing her to her future husband.
Yes, that is true. We are going back to Marco Polo, but my goodness, I think the saddest regeneration was Tenet's.
Yeah.
Eccleston's, it just happened like pretty much like a snap. It's like I'm sorry, I'm changing.
Well, I mean, also you find out in the Sarah Jane Chronicles, he talks about how before he regenerated into the 11th Doctor, the 10th Doctor, he's like he
turned picture as well. That's just insult to injury, but all right. Play your game, you rogue.
In the Sarah Jane Chronicles, when you have the 11th Doctor makes a cameo in the show, he talks to Joe Grant, who makes a cameo in the show too, and talks about how he went back before he regenerated and visited all of his past companions. Can't hear you, nerd.
Hold on. There we go. Now you can. But yes, thank you again, Spartacus, for the 50. Look, now generation. I have my 12-foot scarf on now. And shout out to Shadow Ward 99, I believe, who got me this one as well. So yeah, shout out. Thank you for the 12-foot scarf. And look, thank you.
Oh yeah.
What color, your average Patriot nerd? Your average Patriot nerd for $20 donation over on the Rumble Rant.
Thank you. Thank you. And let me know what color I'll see if I have it. If not, I'll go with the nearest what I can find.
There you go. And shout out to Gamerton. Thank you very much, Gamerton. Appreciate that for the new follow. When we hit that 1,500 on Rumble, I'll do another 24-hour stream. And yeah, and actually this was the scarf. It had to be the scarf because it's cold out here. So I got the scarf on. That's great. I love it. Thank you. I got it. I got a cramp in the back of my thigh. I wonder how that happened.
Well, just tickle it.
Just tickle it. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. All right. We're gonna jump over to a little classic Who, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got the mighty Kublai Khan tonight, boys and girls. The mighty Kublai Khan. So this should be a fun time indeed. Let's make sure this is on the right
definitely
episode.
A fun. This is definitely a fun episode.
Oh, is it? Oh, good. I'm excited then. I'm excited. So you know what? Since Sunker's changing, and since we're about to get started, I'm going to let Griffin and Spartacus keep you guys entertained for a few minutes. Boys, you've got the floor. Don't get my channel nuked.
Let's see here. What can we say that can destroy his channel?
But I'm not going to go there. Actually, I'd already planned on doing some research about Marco Polo. I tried cross-referencing, like for instance. Well, I was going to wait till after the show, but I'm telling you what you already know because you're more of a history buff than I am, and I'm pretty good at this stuff.
I know how to find things.
He did get Marco Polo did, of course, return. Obviously,
yeah.
Not even 2 years after he returned, it turned out that Venice is in war with Genoa. So he paid for a ship to be converted to kind of a worship of the trebuchet. It did do some damage, but it was taken over. He was taken prisoner for 2 years, and that's actually where he, with the help of another prisoner, wrote his memoirs. After he got out, that's when he married. He had 3 daughters. Let me make sure I get everything basically head. Let me get back to it. 3 daughters, 3 daughters. Sorry, chat. Normal little movement. All right. His daughters, Fantina, Belia, Marita. Interesting to note, and I suppose it shouldn't be too surprising, but there'd been debate, but thanks to the genetic testing, apparently it's been confirmed that he did have a daughter before he was married, Agnes.
Huh.
Apparently, from what we can gather, he did take care of his daughter. He's very wealthy, and his will. By the way, his original will is still stored in the Biblioteca Marciana in Venice. His was actually considered one of the best, most documented wills. Technically, he didn't sign it. He died before he could sign it, but it was authorized by the priest who was good. His wife, his nephew, because by that time both his father and his uncle had died, but the uncle side of the business went to the nephew. I mean, it's a verified as other, just short of Marco Polo signing himself when getting back to his daughter. He apparently had made arrangements so that way she would be taken care of. But part of the reason why is that way she wouldn't be mentioned, both to preserve his reputation, but also to preserve her. Because then she would have, quote unquote, been a bastard child. They made up the story that she was a child of a fallen Venetian soldier.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah,
and
no, that
one
is.
One more note you'd find that this should be testament about Marco Polo already for this, because it's about his will. He divided up. Oh, good grief. Well, I'm just getting to the final note. He wrote off, i.e., forgave over 1,000 debts.
Wow.
Bro, no one does that. No one fucking does that.
It's in his will. And it's in his will. This person, to document it, but it wasn't just to gloat. It was like, no, this is taken care of. Guys, anyone who wants to go after them, you can't. The grand sum was over 100,000 lire at that time.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
Is
wild.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy he was.
Oh. No,
that's dope.
It's people like that I'm guessing he was very charismatic. But just that good heart that's so rare to come across someone who is so well known as Marco Polo came to be, but also he was just that good of a person.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, and that's, that was the kind of guy that, everybody like, well, he's one of the elite and yada, yada, yada. But look at what he did. You know what I mean? And there's a whole hell of a lot of other holier than thou folks out there that wouldn't have done something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to show something off here real quick, too.
Like pictures on the sideline.
Oh, absolutely. Business Common Nerd found something really cool on the side of the road coming home today. I have a globe now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, great find.
She found that on the side of the road. We were looking these up one day, and I just thought, because Marco Polo, right? Marco Polo made me think of this, but it's got a light bulb in the bottom, and we're trying to change out to see if it'll actually light up or not. But this thing's at least from the 80s, because it's actually, it doesn't say Russia. It says the USSR on it. It says United Socialist Soviets Republic or whatever. So that's how old that thing is.
Republic. It probably still has Yugoslavia. It probably still has Yugoslavia. Go check.
There's no such thing as Ukraine or any of that stuff on here. It's all USSR.
That's a piece of history. That's absolute history.
I saw where Kyiv is. I was like, oh yeah, no, there's no Ukraine on that globe.
That's perfect history, because that goes over and it shows revision. It's a history of revisionist history that was ongoing with the USSR.
Well, and not only that, too, it's a timepiece, right? Like this is a time where Russia didn't exist. These countries didn't exist. They were all part of the Soviet bloc.
Well, I mean, the Soviet Union was very much similar to the United States, where you had multiple smaller states like communist Russia, communist Ukraine, communist Georgia, and they're all a part of a larger union. So, I mean, they were there, but they were all a part of a more Russian-dominated.
Right, because the United States are all divided. It doesn't just say, United States or America on there. USSR, there are no country lines on that thing.
That's why it's called
no country lines.
That's why they call it the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Yeah,
it's plural.
There you go. Well, there you go. USSR. There you go. Right, the Lord does work in mysterious ways, because we literally were just we priced one of those that size brand new, like
several $200-$300.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, those are for the really fancy ones, but yeah, anything anywhere near that size is hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
That's sad that it was just left on the side of the road.
I wonder what was wrong.
Yeah, there's only one little spot off it that's missing off the map, and that's not anymore. So I thought that was really cool. So awesome find. That'll be in the background now. So shout out to Mrs. Common Nerd and Kurt. Yeah, because when she went to the store to get stuff for dinner, it wasn't there. On the way back, it was there. She was like, "Oh my God!" Stopped and grabbed it. So I had a really funny picture of her sister in the passenger seat of the car with the thing shoved up against her face.
You remember to disinfect that thing, right?
Forgive me for being cheesy. Yeah, disinfect it, but
it's all salt water. It's all salt water down here.
Forgive me for being cheesy, but this is proof you love you, because Jessie, she gave you the world.
Oh.
I literally told her that earlier. I was like, honey, you gave me the world. Yeah, I literally did that. I thought that was great. I love it.
I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world.
Shotgun.
Let's get into the show, guys.
Right?
We're having so much fun. fun. We're having so much fun.
As the audience, are you guys having fun? Really, we need to know if we're.
It's true. And Gamer Tom, thank you for coming over. Thank you for coming over to the Rumble side. Appreciate that, buddy. Yes, it does. It does.
Well,
I love
we
this.
can go over.
Is that hidden vodka? So it's funny. One of the ladies I was on premium time earlier. One of the ladies was like, the only ones of those I remember had hidden bars inside of them. This one does not. This one's an actual globe.
It does seem a bit too small for a mini bar inside.
It is. It definitely is. But yeah, no, that's exactly what she asked earlier too. I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what her name is on there. But yeah, that's exactly what she asked too. So it was pretty funny. Yeah. But all right, boys and girls, if you're over on YouTube, we love you. We cherish you. We appreciate you. But the way YouTube stuff works is we can't hang out with you guys anymore because they're stupid bots.
YouTube
bots
sucks.
It does. And BBC are like copyright claim psychopaths. So we appreciate you. It's been fun. Melissa Smith, Peter Rickman fan site, Thomas, thank you very much. Jason, you guys have been fabulous. But join us over on the Rumble side. We appreciate you. All right. Everybody wave bye to YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, here you go. Hold on, shit. I've got to hit play.
So now we have to. Where did we leave off? It was. Chen was getting. It wasn't Chen.
Talked about that